I'm Puerto Rican by Denora Nieves. I am the product of African deities and European royalty, merged with Arawak Taino chiefs on islands across the Caribbean Sea, forming the perfect trifecta of energy you now observe within me, a legacy of resilience inherited through the struggles and strengths of my ancestry, the very definition of the divinity derived from diversity. I am Picasso, bata drums, and palm trees. The wealth of a nation descended from the commonwealth of this nation, brought through pyramids, castles, reservations, and plantations, onto the decks of marine tiger ships, following the offers to help and false promises, only to find myself aboard the mainland and still in desperation. Urban poverty, underfunded systems of education, overrepresentation in the complex of mass incarceration, and entirely too brown to be found on the profitable side of segregation. Because yes, in the U.S. I'm black, check that one-drop rule legislation. And yes, I'm proud of that determination, despite how badly they try to teach us to want to be Caucasian. So to recap, there was royalty and slavery and migration and ghettoization. Sure, there were struggles by the miles, but there were also committed parents and orishas and salsa music and apartments filled to the brim with loving smiles. With every stereotypical bodega, domino game, handball court, and overbearing conversation, there was discipline, a strong work ethic, firm affection, and high expectations. There was optimism and hope in the shape of role models that screamed salvation. There were young lords and Black Panthers and unity to compensate for the separation. There were parades that went on for days and festivals to warm the nights. There were old school remedies, most of which involved Vicks, to heal the sting of almost any plight. There were novelas and quinceañeros and reggaeton and boleros and honest moments of trauma and others of celebration, both of which brought us together. There were pasteles and pernil that even this now vegetarian remembers with nostalgia. There was love and strength and hugging and laughter. I was loved. I was loved by a whole community. There were aunts and friends we called aunts and cousins of other cousins we considered immediate family. They say it takes a village to raise a child. Well, I had a whole island that extended to a borough that took over the world just to show me who I could be. I was Raul Julia and Reggie Jackson, Sonia Sotomayor, J-Lo, and Dominga Cruz Becerril. I was the mechanic and the chick that did hair. I was the minister and the seductress and the old man that sat outside of the laundromat with that deep stare. I was the teacher who worked nights to get the master's degree. I was the councilman and the mailman, and they were me. For in the blood and the hearts of all of the women and all of the men was the warmth of the island that we all know as Borinquen.